Hello everyone, welcome to the weekly forecast on gold. Hope you're all doing well. Links are all in the video description. So, this week's weekly forecast is pretty simple. We are looking for a continuation up, which I'll explain in a second. Then we're going to go onto a different chart and just look at gold a bit more in depth and understand what's really happening with these candles. So, like I said, we are expecting a continuation up this week. We should see a breakout from this big consolidation. Hopefully we get that. We do have CPI news towards the end of the week, so look out for that. That normally adds a nice one-directional move to the chart. Main targets this week were be these previous highs here, this high here, and then the current all-time high up here. You're getting a nice consolidation and you're just looking for that momentum to continue towards the upside, and that's all we were doing last week, is looking for that momentum to continue up. But last week we got a lot of liquidity being created, because to move price you need a lot of liquidity. To continue in one direction you need to have that consolidation to get the sellers into the market, so then you can buy after collecting those liquidity pools. And that's all liquidity is. They need an equal number. They need the sellers in the market so they can buy. And that's why you get consolidations like this in a bullish trend. What this is doing is building up liquidity and allowing big companies, institutions, all like that, to get into their buy positions by collecting liquidity and layering up those buy positions. Anyway, if we go to this smaller time frame, let's look at the hourly. That's probably going to explain it more, and we can do that a bit more in depth. So what I'm really looking for this week is a retest of this grey manipulation area. So all we're looking for, this area to act up as support first. You might even get consolidation sideways above that, but you shouldn't get a move down below this low from now onwards. You might get a sweep of these ones, but I expect it to stay above this low. And the reason for that is because if you go to the left, this candle here, let me just put a line on. This candle here is your monthly opening price, which is October's monthly opening price. So that gave it an impulse move to the upside when it opened. This is creating liquidity, and Friday's price action was going down to collect that liquidity here, retest this bullish support, retest the monthly opening price, which is here, and then continue that bullish momentum towards the upside. That's why you got a big rejection from this area, and that gives another impulse move to the upside. And what that shows is they're clearly buying from here using this area, which retested the higher time frame area, which I've explained in previous videos. New month opens, inject the volume into the market straight away. Create liquidity. Like I said, they need that as fuel to power their bullish moves. Friday, they push price down, collect this liquidity one more time, discount price, retest the monthly opening price, which is a key level, and then inject more buy orders into the market. So hopefully you can just see how that is being placed. Nice retracement here, and we come all the way back to this manipulation area and find support. So straight away on Monday, if price retrace, I'll be looking for bullish support from here. Straight away, that would be a very good area to buy from. If we get that, then I'll be holding this week to target these highs like I explained earlier. And that is what I'll be looking for on Monday and Tuesday mainly. Nice retracement, then get into the buys. The bullish movement is still very strong and a very high bias. Now let's go to here and I'll just explain what's happening on the chart. So we can all see big consolidation sideways, this downwards move, retest this bullish support, impulse move up. Last week we created liquidity, retest this area, which is another grey area. So that should be in grey running along there. And that is just showing them and layering up their bullish buy positions. So going into the smaller time frames, we can see within this consolidation between here, we have clear liquidity left, and this is the base in which we are layering up our buy positions. This area here is your equilibrium, you might say, the middle bit that where all the manipulation stems from. So that's the middle of that consolidation. This is clear liquidity to be targeted. So you label that, I label that up in orange because I use that as a liquidity line. Getting in and buy positions down here, and this is where the manipulation is stemming from, like I said already. Go down to the smaller time frame. Let's stick to the 1 hour. And you can see most of that consolidation is coming from this area. Pushes out, comes back, retests, and gets breakthrough. And it all comes from this area. So what you'll be looking for going into the end of the consolidation is this middle area to be used as your end point for support towards the upside. So what I mean by that is price may go up a bit, come back, retest that area one more time and give a nice impulse move up. Just like you're seeing here. It comes back quite quickly, retests that area and uses that as a bullish support. And all these things just are key areas to be used to layer up on those buy orders. So yeah, we could go more in depth if you wanted. I'm not really going to go into it, but you could look into this price action and just go over how the manipulation is building up by following what I explain in previous videos, which is when you get manipulation being built up, you have your consolidation, you have your fake out, and then that fake out builds up and up like that. And what you have is that middle point along there, which has your consolidation here, and each one of these fake out is building up the manipulation and power even more and more, so you know the strength and the orders are becoming increased. So this area is very strong and very concentrated when the price comes back to it, and then you just have to keep moving with it and prepare for that release in one direction. And that is when you get the big massive moves, which is like what we got here in this consolidation. It built up and up and up, and then you can see here just before the release, come back, retest the equilibrium or the middle point of that consolidation, which I explained as this line here. And then you got the continuation towards the upside, which is here. That's when it started the big movement up. That is when you don't want to get stuck in trying to trade the reversal, thinking it's going to retrace, because it doesn't. It's been consolidating enough to have that power to just continue towards the upside. And all of that stems from all of these smaller time frame liquidity grabs. Each time it does that, it adds more and more power towards the upside, because they can enter more and more buy orders towards the upside. I did make a video going over how liquidity is used in this area and how to layer up on their orders by using liquidity. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm looking for this week. Pretty confident. We're still very bullish on gold and continuing this upwards trend for now. And that will be until we clear these highs up here. That bias will stick firmly in place. I will update you on the free channel. Links are in the video description. Hopefully all that helps. Take care. Have a good day and a good week. Goodbye.